Hey everyone, we are joining you from Shining Rock Wilderness. Objective today is 2 peaks on the South Beyond 6K challenge. First we're going to hit Chestnut Bald, and then we will summit Sam Knob to end the day. We're going to make a clockwise loop today on Mountains to Sea Trail. So we're at parking area here for Black Balsam access. We're going to go Mountains to Sea Trail this way. And view inside the forest is awesome right here. Got my friend Chris joining us today. What's up? Best friend for 30 years. So I'll try not to get him lost or killed today. We'll see what we can do. All right, so we got about a 6.5 or 7 mile loop today, and the plan was to start at Sam Knob, but weather's not great. We're socked in right now, so we decided to switch it up and hike the loop clockwise. We're gonna summit Chestnut Bald first, and hopefully by the time we get over to Sam Knob, it'll clear up because we should have really nice views from there. So we'll hopefully we get lucky. So pretty much all day today we should be up in this spur or fir spruce forest. It's beautiful up here. Well, we got an overlook, and I'm assuming this would be a really good view on most days. Not today, unfortunately. But it's a little breezy. Alright, we are right below Chestnut Bald, and this should be, this is a rock outcrop, like I said, right below Chestnut Bald. Supposedly awesome views right here. But I just wanted to document the spot so I could have it on camera for reference, but no views today. We're still hoping we clear up a little bit before Sam Knob. But I can tell this would be a really cool spot if it was clear. Alright, so we're directly below Chestnut Bald. I found another rock outcrop. This one's really cool too, so you would definitely have great views here on a clear day, which today is not a clear day. Alright, so we're about 1.4 miles in from Mountains to Sea trailhead at Black Balsam, and that's going to be our path. We got about a 1/10 of a mile manway up to the summit of Chestnut Bald. So I actually had a nice little point, had a little white marker on the tree from both sides. So we came up from down here, and it was pretty easy to spot this. Now I did a little researching and dropped a couple of waypoints in Gaia, so I kind of had a heads up of when we were getting close. But we're gonna bushwhack our way to the summit right up that path right here. Alright, we are approaching the summit here, and we should be right on the boundary of the forest and Blue Ridge Parkway. We're kind of following that boundary line right up here to the peak. Alright, so we made it to the summit of Chestnut Bald, and I think elevation here is 6,080 feet. and I don't see a sign, but confirmed by GPS coordinates, we do have a campsite right over there that I'll show you. But from everything I can tell, GPS coordinates match, and this is the highest point that I can see in the area, so I'm going to call that a success for peak 1, and we're heading back to Mountains to Sea Trail. All right, made it back out to Mountains to Sea Trail, found our marker where we left the trail, and we're heading now to next junction. Is going to be the Little Sam Trail, and we're going to take that over to Sam Knob. All right, we're at mile 2.75 and reached the junction of Little Sam Trail. So got a little turned around back there, but this one's pretty clearly marked. So we came down from this direction, and if you stay straight, you're going to stay on Mountains to Sea Trail. We're going to go to the right, and blaze color, we're looking for yellow markers. Got some, I don't even know what this is.
Kind of cable.
Yeah, like steel cable or something. Interesting. Not sure what that's from. Alright, so we're getting a little clearing. This is Little Sam Knob back here. That's what we just kind of skirted around. A little over 5,800 feet. And then this, hard to see through the trees, but this is Big Sam Knob. That's our next destination for the South Beyond 6K. And we're getting pretty close to that, so starting to clear up a little bit. We'll see if we get lucky. Alright, we hit about mile 4 exactly, and we're about to merge onto Flat Laurel Creek Trail. We're going to take this to the left. You can see kind of through the tree Sam Knob to our left there, so we're making our way. If you turn right, this makes a loop that'll take you back to the parking lot where we started, but what we'll do is left out to Sam Knob, and then we'll kind of work our way back around the other side of this loop. Four and a half basically. So we're about to go right on Sam Knob Trail. There is a water crossing here that I did not know about. So luckily water level's pretty low, so it should not be too bad. But you can see through we got a little peephole, that's where we're going. So we have some pretty significant elevation to go after this water crossing. Luckily, water level's not too bad right now, so. That was pretty easy. Alright, so we just crossed the creek, and man, now we are like wide open meadow. This is crazy. So that's Sam Knob right there. Got probably about a mile up to the summit. And we should be kind of in this open, bald meadow type of landscape for the next little while. And that's Little Sam Knob right behind us. All right, we made it up Sam Knob Trail, so we've got a little ways to go. There's Sam Knob right up there. Got a few more clouds rolling in, but man, we have a wide open meadow. This is super cool. So we should have maybe half a mile or so, maybe a little less, to reach the summit of Sam Knob. All right, getting really close to summiting Sam Knob. The trail's gotten very steep, and we got clouds blowing back in. So I'm trying to bust it and get up here to see if I can snag a view or two before these clouds blow in. I'm afraid we're about to get socked in again. Alright, made it out to Sam Knob. And I'm standing on the summit right now. And we got the clouds rolling in, but I think I got here just in time. At least a partial view. There's apparently debate. I have where I just was, I have GPS coordinates as the high point. There's some debate on if this peak over there is higher or the one that I'm on. So I'm gonna walk out there just to be sure. So I just looked it up. This is Chestnut Bald. That's what we summited earlier today. So really cool to see that from this perspective. Excuse me. And it's gone. Alright, so this is Chestnut Bald that we summited earlier. And we went ahead and got both summits here, or both peaks, just to be sure. This should be the high point right here on this one. Looking back to, this is where we came from. That was the GPS high point that I had over here for Sam Knob, but better safe than sorry. No joke. It's crazy windy up here. So we should be coming out right down here on the trail. I don't know if you can see that through the meadow. And that should be our parking lot right down there behind the trees. So basically today we hiked up this ridge, Chestnut, came down, around and through over here, and then up Sam Knob. So pretty much viewing our entire loop that we hiked today, which is very awesome. That's our junction right up there. I see the signs now. Alright, so this is Sam Knob Meadow, really cool. Grassy bald. Looking back at Sam Knob, and then that's Little Sam Knob to the left. Alright, there's Sam Knob. Got a nice little view down into the valley. Alright, we made it back and have completed our loop to Chestnut Bald and Sam Knob. Overall had about right at 7 miles exactly, and about 1,200 feet elevation gain. Most of that was once we ascended Sam Knob, and that little bit on Chestnut. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. driving home, found us a cool little waterfall on the side of the road. Stopped to check it out.